I made a website for someone, but they won't pay. I made a website for a mobile detailer. Number one, if you're dealing with mobile detailers, just don't.
If you're dealing with somebody who doesn't have a physical address, don't.
But specifically mobile detailers, they're all scum.
Says the mobile detailer.
Since I'm fairly new, I told him he could pay when I was finished. I made him sign an official contract. I made the website and it's basically done. He kept requesting changes, which I did. He wanted some more but never sent files. After many hours of work, I asked to be paid since the site is done and I can add the last little changes. He refuses to send any files, is very infrequent, and won't pay me. When I asked last time, he said he wanted to check out the site and if it was good, he would pay me. I sent him a temporary URL and he never got back to me. I still own access to the website, so at least he doesn't have it. I know I should have gotten some money up front, but how do I get paid since I have a signed contract? Kill him.
Yeah, this is something you learn after this happens to you a few times. Sometimes it only takes once, sometimes it takes 3 or 4 times. In fact, there have been times where even now, after as long as we've been in business, we think, we've worked with this person, or they seem pretty legit. We'll just, yeah, it's fine, you can pay at the end. And still occasionally we'll have people that just fall off the face of the earth or don't want to pay. The answer is you should have gotten 50% minimum up front, then they have skin in the game. Because at that point, you just say, I'm not delivering this until you pay the rest. They've already got money / skin in the game.
It's not like you're holding a hostage, but they're more emotionally invested in it because they're not going to pay that if they don't really want to follow through with the project. So if you can get them to do that point, they'll be like, hey, I've already paid some. I'm invested in this both personally and financially. It's in my best interest to see this through or I lose that down.
Advice I would give to any business owner or new aspiring entrepreneur: you will attract the kind of customers you believe you deserve. If you're like, I've just started, you're going to probably be thinking like, I got to do some free work. I've got to show what I'm good at. I don't really deserve to get paid very much at all. And so you're going to attract all these people who are like, yeah, you can build me a free website and I'll think about if I want to buy it later. You're going to attract just trash clients. But if you start off in the beginning saying, this is what I'm worth. If you would like it, you can pay 50% up front. You'll attract the people that are like, yeah, I need a website. From what I'm seeing of what you already built, that looks pretty good. That sounds like a pretty reasonable request. Done. Shameless plug for the dumpsters again. Not really a plug though. We have people that are like, oh, I think I could do it a little cheaper. Go ahead. Also, they cannot reserve a dumpster unless they pay $50 non-refundable. And then if they're like, oh, okay, can I get it tomorrow? I'll be like, well, I don't know. Have you reserved it online? And everybody is like, oh, I'll get that done. I'm like, yeah, you need to, because there may not be dumpsters tomorrow. And they pay it. And I've already had someone who canceled and we just kept the money.
Yeah.
That's what a real business will do. Is they'll say, look, I'm offering value. The least I can expect is for you to respect. The least I can expect is for you to respect us as much as we respect you.
I'd say even if you're doing it for all the right reasons, don't sell it for free. There was a thing we did last summer. We were teaching a web design class. We had some local students here. We were paying them on the clock, learning how to build websites. We went out and were offering to build free websites. Granted, built by an intern, but it was free, no strings attached.
And some by me.
And one by Brock. But those people who we were offering a free website to were some of just the worst of the worst, you can imaginable. You'd have this one dude who's like, all right, so here's what I need. And he would have a laundry list of 1,000 things. It's like, you're not getting that with our free website. This is mostly meant to teach these kids how to build a fundamental skill in web design, how to have an employable skill, and you're getting something to help you promote your up and coming business with. That's kind of the agreement there. But yeah, we would just have the most needy people, and some of them did turn into decent clients afterwards. They wanted some marketing stuff, but the vast majority of them were just rough, and they were the hardest people to talk to because they had the highest expectations.
You remember the guy who wouldn't stop calling and all he had were complaints and he had never actually paid a single dollar? And Jason was trying to explain to him that we would not work with him anymore, and he was like, look, I don't want to fire you. And we're like, no, you're not getting it. We're not working for you. And he was literally just not getting it. He kept calling all night, day, weekend. And it was like, dude, here, how about we just refund you anything we've done? Oh, that's right. We've never charged you a dime. Stop calling.
We'd spend hours at that point on the phone with them, and like the website he got was pretty decent, and then he wanted to make changes to it, and he just absolutely butchered it because he had no idea what he was doing and deleted half the website on accident and would call in irate. And he basically treated us like his own personal web team, like we were on retainer basically. But it's like, yeah, he never paid us a freaking cent. It's just like,
I wonder if he ever went back and was like, I'm going to go after these people. Where's my invoice? I know I paid them something, right?
Yeah.